Yeah, good. Good.
Oh, yeah. Shalom.
Shalom.
So I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem
Basham Yahushai,
Yahushai, Ba'ashem
Basham
Yakakodash.
Kodash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of greatness who that do good well.
Come.
Our apostles, our teachers in the street. Say shalom to the sincere Akiams that push this gospel to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Is the brother Iwadash.
Brother Manatazak.
Here with another lesson, right? And basically, this lesson is going into, I believe, name the head of this lesson, we're going to lose it all, right? Because we, first to begin, we cannot carry anything from this side, from the physical side onto the spiritual side.
Come.
Even this bodeg, we would have to put off this bodeg to inherit the spiritual bodeg, right? So give me Matthew 6 and verse 19, right? But all of this is is written, counting the course of being in the truth. It will have brothers, it will have, people that subscribe to the teaching, they would have family, they would have houses, they'll have cars, assets, whatever you want to name it in this place, you know, that they wouldn't be able, or let me say that would be taken away from them, right? How it's close shrub, isn't it?
Yeah, close shrubs.
Say you will own nothing and be
Be
happy,
come.
right? So it's just about, putting yourself in that mindset, counting the cost that we going to lose everything. And even scriptures tell you that, right? You might,
Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth where
so,
moth and
yeah,
rust
so
cracks
like,
lack
yeah.
in. Good.
So you say, well, lay not up for yourself treasures on earth, because treasures on earth is temporal. It is temporary. It is going to vanish. It is going to deteriorate. Um, Earthly vessels is only for a time, right? It wasn't made to be for forever. I'm talking about at this point in time. Things that are made is not made to last forever, right? So you will lose it. You're going to lose it. As you could see, society is deteriorating. Everything around the world is deteriorating. People losing their jobs, they're losing, you name it.
People losing their mind.
They're losing their mind.
Come.
The other day I was watching a video where I can't remember exactly the place, but I believe, if my remembrance serves me right, was India, where I believe he was a pundit. He got on a mountain top and he was dancing, and yeah, he little sensor with his smoke and thing, and but the garden was because he did broadcast that he gave vision or whatever it is that he could fly in a way.
Oh.
Right? So wherever he had a cup with something, he drink it, he dance, and then he walked to the edge of the cliff
And that was
and
the
tree,
Solomon Grande.
right? And gravity take hold of him now. So back to what I was saying, people losing their mind. People losing their mind. Just the other day I was watching, they were showing, I can't remember, I think it was BBC News, the body cam of our officer, was trying to that a young lady that climb, I believe, on some bridge or something like that, and he went out trying to deter her from jumping. It had people losing their mind out there.
Come, like back, like however long it was ago, the whole Petrochin thing. You know what I mean? Because Petrochin back in the day when it was running, it was the top dogs of the country. That was the main money makers of the middle class.
Yeah.
That was the upper middle class, man.
Upper middle class.
Yeah,
Man.
they mightn't be the upper class, man, but it's the upper the middle class. And then they just shut down one day, People start to run naked, who commit suicide.
Tear their
Imagine you and your wife running naked on the highway, naked as your bun.
and run their garment.
You know what I mean? Yeah, people will lose their mind.
Right? So you say what laying that treasure up.
Lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Yeah.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
Lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, that spiritual gift, that spiritual penny you work for, making your body a living sacrifice, doing the things holy and acceptable unto the Lord, doing the Lord's work, That is the spiritual penny. That is what we're looking for to the scripture say that the Lord is coming to give every man according to his works.
God, as his work shall be.
As his work shall be. So, just like how you have to work, and you're looking forward when mountain come. You're working offshore. Or you're working in the oil industry and, you're looking forward mountain here by about 50,000 to collect.
I'm balling.
You understand? So that is the penny you're supposed to be storing up, So he say, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do it corrupt, nor where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be. There will your heart be also. Right? So by laying up treasures in heaven, the heart there, that is what your desire will be. You wouldn't find it a burden. I could see, these few weeks doing videos here. I realized like Satan was plaguing my mind now, but my mom tell you, oh, you still going with me?
God, now I tell you, all you have to do is do it.
Plaguing my
It's
mind.
nothing like trying to do. That's why it's saying in Revelation, it's a Salakia. I don't want to butcher it. Don't want to bring it up. Oh gosh. Revelation 3 and 16. It says, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Yeah, because if you're lukewarm, right, you don't know if you're for, you're against, or you're not operating like you're for or you're against. The Lord say, you're not hot, I will spit you out. You're not hot and you're not cold, right? You want to be warm. You don't say if you're warm or you're cold, what are you press? I need people hot. They must be sweating. They must be dripping. They must be burning to serve the Lord.
Are you hot or you cool?
Yeah, you must be burning when you can't make it for whatever reason. Hey, at the end of the day, we're not in our kingdom. We're not in rulership. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if a brother can't make it out to do the works, a brother must be down in his spirit. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go to the works, emergent things happen. This is life. We're not in control. I mean, we're rolling with the architect of life. You know what I mean? But we're not in control of it. You know what I mean? So things will happen. You might be able to have an emergency. I won't be able to make it or whatever. But it does. I don't know everybody else, but personally, it does kind of hurt me. You know what I mean? I was like, it does hurt. It does hurt. It does hurt. You know what I mean? And that's why it's always good. That is why now, as you get older into it, you understand why the elders give certain orders. You know what I mean?
And why they strict with it.
Because when you, as the scriptures say, a little slumber, a little fool. All right, like we say, you was never doing no videos, all you're doing is the works. And you're going to do the works a week. But you're doing no videos. Like 2 weeks straight, you do nothing for the Lord. Nothing. You know what I mean? Like 2 weeks straight, you didn't give your reasonable service. You know what I mean? Why is half an hour for the Lord? You have 24 hours. 30 minutes you can take and just say, hey, I'm going to do this. Because you're not really giving reference to my creator, who I know for a fact. Once I do this, I'm back. I'm sure I could go out there with my eyes closed because I know the Lord with me.
Funny enough, I went to do a work with a co-worker, but he's a head donor. So, he had a little statue on the dashboard.
Or the picture hang up on the thing with the little elephant man.
And I realized, And they are coming even like he changed the flowers now. I say, yeah, but he paid reference to the
Yeah, so what George them could do it brawling. They make who come in the car, die my, you know, don't say my, die dear God. You know what I mean? They showing, hey, this is what they does worship. Them brawling for them thing and them thing to eat. Them thing to fucking even talk to them. They strong delusion. Them thing is strong delusion. So what it is to be brawling for the one true living power, babe. You know what I mean?
You know, we share a little bit from the topic there,
Can. So like yeah, we digress. We
yeah,
digress. So like yeah.
So, you know, the scripture say, well, lay not up treasures for yourself upon earth because you go and lose everything here. You go and lose everything on the side. You understand? For the elect, you know, everything that they work for, they build is on the next side. It's on the kingdom, it's in the kingdom to come.
Yeah, the city look at me, Hebrews 13 and 14. We have no continuing city here, but we see one to come.
Then, say, remember Matthew 10 and start from verse 34.
Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. Not to send peace but a sword.
But to send all destruction. So, you know, the scripture says there is no rest. There is not a time to be comfortable because everything that you have will be stripped from you. Will be taken away from you. You know, going back to what we were talking about earlier on with the petroleum workers, you know, their sanity was stripped from them, which their joy would that be what the treasures that they have on this side.
Right? Things of this world was where the treasures was gone.
And they was of the mindset that hey, this not going to stop no time soon.
No, the country running on oil. How they go close down? Our oil refinery. The world running on oil. They need we don't need them.
Right?
Oh well.
So go ahead.
It says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against mother-in-law.
So here we see now through the Spirit that the Lord put in a separation now, you know. When you come in the truth and you learn, when you now come in and you learn the truth, you know, the first set of people there is what to run, the teachers or your family. Whether it be your wife, whether your sister, mother, father, or whatever, but the Lord showing, hey, from here, it's very separated here now.
God.
You understand?
God.
We saying, oh, they'll go be at war, you know, even though, you know, it's some men going through that to their family, wherever.
Yeah, it have it in the literal,
but the Lord, through the Spirit, separated, you know, the sifting taking place. All right, I'm going to sift through this. Guy like here, you know, put here on his side. Right? So you see, yeah, go ahead.
It says, verse 36, and a man's foe shall be...
No, you didn't finish 35.
And the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that...
And wait.
36.
So he say he's separating father against son, mother against daughter, daughter-in-law against mother-in-law, right? So the Lord come in to mash up these things, come in to separate. So through this here, you're seeing that what? Say your family, even your own family. You understand? So therefore, you wouldn't have anything. You wouldn't have no family. You wouldn't have no house, no cars, no money, none of these things. Everything is going to vanish. It is going to perish. And you're going to lose it. And it's all about counting the cost. You know, the scripture talk about counting all things down for the Lord's sake. You understand? Go ahead. We are going out.
It says, and a man's foe shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me.
He say what? He that taketh not his cross. He that taketh not, I want to say the burdens, but, you know, he don't take on the service of the Lord then. I'm going to put it that way. You know, to do that the commandment of the Lord, right, is now worthy. No, they're going back to the cross. He that taketh not his cross and follow behind. Is now worthy of the Lord. Right? So, you know.
Is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it.
So if you find your life on this side, meaning that is part of you want to be part of this place, you want this kingdom to go on forever. You understand? Now in a time where we seeing, things being stripped from people, a man looking to but I want to jump out there. I will have 2, 3 cars, buy a house, this, that, and floss. So if you will find your life here, right? Scripture say that you will lose it. Well,
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
Alright, so you say that he that lose his life, meaning that they give up the pleasures of this life, the way of this life. Jakes want to be in the club every weekend. I was watching all the video a girl make. She say, we saw people, we different. We always somewhere. We live in quite south, but we don't shake our arms in a party. We don't so. Understand that is the lifestyle of these Jakes. They want to live. They want to live in mirth. They want to continue on in this wicked society. Just the other day, I thought a cruise ship they had denied entry to dock in, I believe it's Turkey. It had a gay cruise now.
Oh, nah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, the alphabet
My
cruise.
mind, yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Sucks to be them.
Eh?
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, good.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I lost my chin. I thought they were saying,
It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
yeah, can, man. Give me Philippians 3 and verse 7.
Philippians 3 and 7. But what things were gained to me,
7 and 8, right?
those I counted loss for Mashiach.
So the thing that you gain in this life, we understand that why it's temporal. You can't carry it beyond the life that you live in here. So therefore, it makes no sense to set um, your treasures or to put your all in it. You believe in this and you're keeping this. So how do I say it by I tell you a long time, worshiping vanity. But it going to, holding on to this place now, but the things of this life.
That's all. That's all. I'd say, but what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Mashiach, meaning you give up the things that a regular man would go after, what the comforts or the conveniences of this life that we requite for what for the Lord's sake, as the previous precept say, he that lose his life for my name's sake, meaning all right, he that is comforted, he that is is a slip of the tongue, he that is discomforted for my sake shall find his life, in the city to come, the everlasting city on the other side, right? When all this perish away, you know what I mean? He will find the life there. Because why? As this precept saying, what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Mashiach. So hey, I could have been, you know what I mean, on the other side of the world, tasting all kind of fancy food. You know what I mean? Thing. Nah, count that loss. I a prophet first, brother. I preaching the word first.
Now is not the time for that.
Yeah. We're not in that kingdom.
I was saying in the beginning, you open the Bible and say, in the beginning,
Yeah.
down to the end right now. So,
We don't in the deep right now. God. Verse 8, it says, yea, Doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Mashiach Yahushai, my Lord,
And
for whom
so like yes, he say what he count
all
I
things
count
lost.
all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua Mashiach, because when you really watch it, as scriptures say, the wisdom of the world is foolishness with the Most High. It's really nothing. The knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai trump all other knowledge I have out here. So no matter how smart or how educated that people might feel or deem themselves to be, when it comes to the scriptures, the knowledge of the scriptures, which I would say is the real common sense.
God.
Not the way of life out there. That I
I,
just make up. How them young man say the game, yeah, we in the game, yeah, I just make up thing. That not the way of life.
God.
Like foolishness. When it comes to the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the creator of all things, then you'll understand. Then you'll understand the way of life. But that is what it is. Like the true knowledge, right? So let's finish it.
It's for whom I have suffered the loss of all things and do count them but dung, that I may win Mashiach.
Hey, he counted for what? Dung, right? Remember Matthew 19, verse 27 to 29.
Matthew 19:27.
Yeah.
It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. And followed thee, what shall we have therefore?
You have forsaken all and follow thee. You understand? Where people might think like, my baba just go by now, but he said, why you don't mad, boy? No, I could do it again. You are more killer. Say, why you don't mad? I said, I'm a believer. I said, the Bible. He said, I'm the Bible. I said, yeah, I'm the Bible. I said, right. People that's fine strange. You do this? Why you do this, boy?
And I actually have one tutor who I grew up with. He used to trim me for years. And one thing he said, you know what I like about you, Fats? You believe in something. The rest of we don't have nothing to believe in. See you? You believe in what you believe in and you stand by it, you're marking. See that why I like to trim you too? Use quick. That quick $60, you know?
Normally, people who go to trim, they have to pay $100 because they have to do it by appointment.
Yeah,
I could just walk in.
Yeah, quick.
Pay half the price, I can just walk in anytime.
Not even 10 minutes.
Yeah.
One level script.
That's cheap money, yeah, thing. Sometimes before you vegetate and then come sit down.
Yeah, can.
Right? Yeah. So go ahead.
It's verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that had forsaken houses or brethren, sisters or father or mother, or wife or children or land, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Shall all receive 100-fold. So the things the thing what we have on this side, hey, I nothing. I remember the brother you hold, right? Before he come in, he shoot you and living with your wife and whatever. I believe she had committed adultery. And instead of fighting over, they was married by law of the land, right? And instead of fighting over or splitting whatever, he just walk away and he leave everything. And he was sleeping on the streets for a while.
Mm.
You understand? Before he really catch back himself. And that is the mindset. We count all these things down. Because we know, hey, these things, rotten mud go and corrupt these things.
And sometimes you might have it all, or you might even live to see it. You know what I mean? In Ecclesiastes, they talk about, just to roughly paraphrase it, you know what I mean? You're a rich man, build it a house and he leave it on to his son who's a fool. You know what I mean? In layman terms, you own businesses, make millions, and your son come and party it out. Sell all your companies for money to gamble. You know what I mean? So even gathering it in this life where you're not going to live to see it, you know what I mean? It not even that.
And it makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Being in a corrupted place, that your treasures be corrupted.
Okay.
Right? So, yeah, anything else that?
No.
Right, so the idea now you listen there, you know.
So we hope it was edifying. We hope it sparked food for thought among the Akim who watching or listening to the spirit and power of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ukakadash. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.